Hello, my name is AI Mokuldungoi. Thank you for taking the time to talk to us, Dougo. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
My name's Dougo, Mokuldungoi, probably other names, the C word. I started exploring probably when I was about 12 or 13 from Melbourne. I'm in Gippsland now. Pretty much moved out here to start a family, buy a house, have kids, get married, all that sort of stuff. What else? Oh yeah, one of the founders of the CaveClan. I'm guessing I don't need to go down that path with these answers.
I think if you go in this side tunnel here, it gets bigger.
What got you into exploring?
I just had that urge in my head. There was no real influence. There was no Urbex when I was a kid. No obvious Urbex anyway, not like it is nowadays. There was heaps of local explorers, but most of them were just local and there was no community, so...
What's number one on your Urbex bucket list?
I don't know, I'm not really into bucket lists. It's a stupid question. But if I had to pick one, I suppose G-cans, just because it's something I believe I can do, even though when I decided to add that question to the drain talk, it needed to be like proper exploring, not tours. But anyway, G-can.
So this concrete section is the diversion from Anzac. So once it goes red brick, you're actually in the old Anzac.
Do you tell family and unexploring friends about your hobby?
I don't really tell family. Actually, my immediate family, my older daughter and my wife. Well, my wife's not interested at all, and my daughter is probably a bit interested. Sometimes I'll show her some photos, but just in passing. I'll have a look at a good bit of video, and she's been to a couple of things with me. Not work, I definitely don't. My new job, I definitely don't. Work, sometimes I do. Yeah, certain people I do. My last job, I told a few people. As a rule, I don't.
Yeah.
Do any drains in Melbourne have windows?
Like Blackburn and that.
I love Blackburn.
You mean joining windows?
Between two tunnels?
Yeah, this one's got it, I'm pretty sure.
Cool.
Then you have these nice little sections that join up to the other tunnel. Which one?
Sydney.
Oh, okay. There's some good ones in Sydney, and we did a new Sydney drain, which is awesome. If you ever go to Sydney, so you do the Sydenham drain, that's pretty cool.
Cool.
Very modern.
So what does a modern drain entail?
What does a modern drain entail? A safe space.
Oh, no.
Continental warnings, tree warnings, and a safe space.
Probably made out of recycled something.
Imagine how much nicotine it takes to
Tell us something about yourself that most people wouldn't know.
I don't know, I'm so open about stuff that I think most people know everything. And if you don't know it, there's probably a good reason not to know it. I once got in a Collingwood Football Club training squad. Me and another guy called George. First thing we did was go for a run with all these really... I was only a teenager at the time, and we qualified for... I think we both qualified at the time. We did it within the acceptable time. And then they did a speech where they basically told us, if you are successful, and they even said to us that you're most likely not going to be successful, but if you are successful, this will be your life. You won't have time for girlfriends. You won't have time to... Or he said something like that. You won't have much time to give to your girlfriends, and you won't have time to do this and that. And, it'll be, if you're going to be successful at it. And I never went back. I don't think George did either. I was more interested in... I loved playing footy, and I was all right at it. But I loved CaveClan stuff and, you know, going camping and all that sort of stuff more than... And as it went on, I'm glad I did make that decision because, you know, I won't go on about the football yobbo thing, but read my old GFMDs. I think I'll go on about it like that.
Hi, Fred. From Alien. Predator. Take that. 91. Second club 91. Predator. So far, this is the best cock and balls we've seen, which is a bit disappointing. Come on, guys. Fucking hell. Seriously. These cock and balls are shit. Look at that one. Another cock and ball. Well, at least you're making up for numbers. Another cock and ball. This is like the cock and balls train. Balls. Balls. Cock and balls to the left of me, cock and balls to the right. Cock and ball. What's that, heck? Cock and ball city. Take me down to the cock and ball city.
If you were an Urbex superhero, what would your superpower be?
My superpower, if I was an Urbex superhero... Did you think I know these answers so easily, but I decided to do this because I need a Urbex talk for Como Falls. And, you know what I mean? What are they called? Train talk? Yeah, you think I know the answers, but I've never really thought about them. I guess I'd say shrinking so I can go through little tunnels, but I don't want to go through little tunnels. I guess shrinking so that I can go through short, low bits to get to other good bits. Not just so I can explore. I think Alien said she wants to, you know, so she can explore all the 5,000 kilometres of pipes. I don't want that superpower. I just want a power that, like, so when I'm doing Adelaide Darkie and I get up to the rectangular section that goes for like a K&a-half, that's like 5 foot, that I can shrink and then go back to normal after it. I could just have surgery and become a shorter person, I guess. That's a pretty lame superpower, isn't it?
At least they put the concrete down, yeah.
Wow. Kind of feels like it's like a little task that was made. It just hasn't thought that it was going. It kind of feels like I can't breathe. Airplay would be nice. Why can't all fucking train farms be like this?
I know.
I don't remember the rest of that.
No, this never used to be like this. Not when I was here, anyway.
When it starts falling apart, then they go in a hole, so
No, I'm good. I need my beer, but I don't know.
yeah. This is in This is in Oh, yeah. It's pretty good. This is before.
Webs.
Oh, sorry. Wooden manhole.
Oh, so we're in the old Anzac, by the way.
Really?
This used to be Anzac Tunnel back in the day. Yeah.
What happened to South YarraTunnel today?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
That's still there.
Yeah.
Okay. From memory, it wasn't.
Nah, a little balloon. It was a balloon that was covered in rust, so we called it, I think we called it shit shoot. So then you see this get the brown stuff all over you. Whoop. Oh.
Is that my can?
Yeah. Sorry, I'm blinding you. What are they?
I'm actually hanging on to it. I didn't want to lift that.
What are they hanging from the roof? Weird.
Have you had any serious near misses or injuries?
Yeah, I guess the obvious near miss I had was at Walhalla once when we were trying to get in, or we were sussing out this mine, but it wasn't a proper mine entrance. It was like where they had a conveyor belt thing that would take all the rock all the, what's that, what do they call it? Or whatever it is, I can't remember. It had, you could see that it had caved in before. Yeah, when I was sort of over the hole, it started collapsing. And luckily, they'd put this like cable, metal cable. I think it was part of when they were trying to reinforce it to stop it caving in. And yeah, I could feel like it was pulling me into the hole, which, you know, there'd be a fair chance I would have died, I guess. And I reached up and grabbed this cable, and that was basically, I could feel all these rocks smashing into my legs as it collapsed, and it was sort of trying to pull me down, but luckily it was only my lower, like below my thighs. So I just held onto this cable and then climbed up.
So, for the sake of people watching the video, this does a loop. You can see there's footprints, someone's gone up there. It does go to some nice things, but it's fucking hardcore. So, I'm not going up there. So it does do a loop. We can hear the first waterfalls just here.
How many more out there?
Sorry?
How many more out there?
3. There's one and there's, yeah.
What unusual critters have you run into whilst exploring?
I'll tell you one thing. When we first went up Sydney Darkie, and we had a blow-up boat, and it was all Melbourne people. I don't think there was a CaveClan yet. I hadn't done Sydney Darkie because there was just no Sydney people. But the current was so strong, the tide must have been going out or something, I don't know, that we were just going nowhere fast, and the water was slow enough that we couldn't just reach the roof and drag the raft along. So I just said, stuff it, I'll jump in. It wasn't cold. It wasn't cold time of the year. It was summer, or maybe late spring. We had a towel, and I rolled the towel up into like a rope, and I stood in front of the raft, and the person at the front of the raft grabbed the towel, and I just walked along, pulling them along. And then I was sort of shining my torch ahead, and I just saw these 2 glowing things in the water, and I thought, did I imagine that? And I was looking and looking, and finally I saw an eel, or the eel's head, and it was like bigger than my fist, and I've got a big fist. It was big as fuck. It was the size of my leg, and once again, I've got big legs. It was fucking giant. I ain't allowed to say squealed like a girl. I squealed like a child, and I jumped on top of the raft, on top of everyone, screaming and carrying on. So that was a sea eel, and because Sydney Harbour is basically saltwater sea, whatever. Yeah, it sort of just was going for a cruise up the drain, and scared the shit out of me, and it was its eyes glowing, reflecting that I could see. I hope it wasn't an electric eel, I don't really know.
This manhole comes out in the middle of a road just at traffic lights.
Hello.
How you going? The biggest waterfall's up here, the tallest one. Stick a bomber. Yeah, I think that's the tunnel that gets bigger, the concrete one. Yeah, so there's a waterfall up here, but I don't know. I don't think it's too far up. But it's just a big red brick one.
Do you have a tip that would help someone new to Urbex?
Well, looking at it from a CaveClan point of view, and this is sort of stuck in my head more since Greg Abandon mentioned that that there's a person somewhere that all they want to do is join the CaveClan. Now it's not Grimbo. I know he was a bit like that at one stage, but I kind of feel sorry that this person's desperately, that's their goal. My tip for people, if you really want to be in the CaveClan, almost forget about it. Just explore and get a bit known. And, that doesn't mean putting videos all over TikTok, because that's the wrong sort of getting known. I just deleted my TikTok today, by the way. Yeah, so just explore. If you're in a drain, you can write your name up. I'll post a link at the end of this video about suggestions to help you get in contact with the clan. What I'm trying to say is, if your goal is getting in the CaveClan, do other shit, do a heap of exploring first. Don't just go, right, I've turned 18, I haven't explored anything, I'm going to join the CaveClan. And maybe be a bit more realistic. Some people see my stuff that I put up, and old videos and that, and they think the CaveClan's all fun and, like that, whereas nowadays it's a lot more serious than it used to be. So keep that in mind too.
This is pretty cool, this bit here.
Yeah, I saw someone I haven't seen for a while as I was entering Como Falls today. Saw Silogen. Gee, yeah, Karma's really come and bit him in the ass. He used to always love pointing out that we'd put on weight. Told me a few times. Anyone, all the guys used to always go, oh, you put on weight. And yeah, anyway, Karma's a bitch.
You alright or not?
Amazing feature. No, I'm fucking free.
Have you ever been on an explore that made you want to quit?
I don't think I've really been on an explore that's made me want to quit. I've been exploring where I've been like, I want to have a break from exploring. The things that made me want to quit was more just the people that you never hear from until they're whinging about something. I guess you would call them Karens, like Silogen just hijacking the clannies and ignoring everything that we'd done and just wanting to do it his way. That's why I quit doing the clannies. Not like that, oh, I'm tired and I've been crawling up a tunnel. Yeah, not really. Like after I went to Europe, when I came back, I thought I'm not going to explore for a while, but basically because all our tunnels just seem shit compared to Europe. But I didn't even go to sleep. I actually got home. I slept really well on the plane coming home, and I went and did Northcote Golf Course Darkies even before I went to sleep, before I'd washed my clothes or anything from my trip. Yeah, so that didn't turn out the way I thought it would.
Please tell me that Dibsum is something to do with Kidsum. It's not. He's wearing a mask and he calls himself Dibsum, and it's nothing to do with Kidsum.
It's really enjoyable. But I'd like to get more in kind of... Hello. I'd like to get more in kind of...
I got some video of some of them going through the joining tunnel. Yeah. See you later. You've been up here before heaps, haven't you? Yeah. Yeah, you too, mate. See ya. How you going, mate?
What's happening?
Not a lot. How you going?
Mary Clanny?
Yes, Mary Clannies. Might see you later on. See you, mate. How you going, dude? Good, mate. Hey, Aisha.
Hey, how you doing?
How you going?
I'm good, nice seeing you.
Yeah.
Where? I didn't even know I was going to see you today.
Back in started...
You're in the wrong tunnel there. I think everyone's in the other tunnel.
Oh, well, this is a tall one. I didn't want to do it.
Same. It's really good. Waterfalls.
Is it going up?
Yes.
It does.
Yeah.
Cool, thanks.
Does it get
Yeah. But it's not enough. It's worth going past the 3 waterfalls, but they're good.
Who do you think would make a good Drain Talk guest?
Who do I think would make a good Drain Talk guest? Well, I think I'm going to start doing them on Zoom. So there's quite a few that I'd like to do. I mean, I'd love to do some Drain Talks with some old school Sydney guys. If I had a long enough video, maybe Diode could be interesting. A few Adelaide guys. There's a few international people from overseas that I'd like to interview. Yeah, I'll just keep asking people. I'd like to do Sir. He's a couple of times I nearly got him.
Is there anything else that you would like to add before we finish up?
Well, asking me if there's anything else I'd like to add before I finish up is pointless because I'm not really finishing up. I'll be talking shit probably in this video and the next video and the next video. So I will just go with the cliche, go in drains or go in big drains. And also, when it rains, no drains, which is a line that was coined by Cobra of the Drain Dwellers. Hey, Dougo, when it rains, no drains.
Thank you, insert name here, for your time.
No, thank you for your time, AI Morkel Dungoi. Hope to hear more from you.
Yeah, so this side pipe here, which is as you're going up, it's on your right, it's blocked off. So before this Anzac diversion was built, there used to be an old drain that went along here. So it was that part, and then further up here, you climb into a little round pipe, and it gets bigger, and that's it. That's the continuation of it. I'm not sure how far up it is, but I passed it on the way up. It's not far. Yeah. No, it's like we call them original root tunnels.
When did they build that in?
Well, when they built this, I don't know when they built this, like early 80s, I'm guessing.
Okay.
Yeah, so here's the, so if you go up this tunnel, just there, it gets bigger. Just there, you can see it if you look carefully.
Sorry, I thought you were talking to me.
No, I'm just talking to the video. But yeah, if you do look up there, about 5 metres in, it goes into a bigger tunnel.
Excellent.
I should write that on there, shouldn't I?
They'll work it out. if they're explorers.
I'll give them, if they're hardcore, I'll give them a tip. How you going?
Hey, good man.
Good, mate. I've got a market lid in my hand. How you going? Long time no see.
People coming back to it.
Oh, no, we did this like it started a couple of hours before you guys.
Oh, the last time I was in here, the water was waist deep. Because we, flash flood came through.
Oh, really?
So we bailed out the end, and then about 10 minutes later, it all just started flowing. Are you going to be at the thing tonight?
Maybe just for 5 minutes. I might just pop in and I might.
Yeah, we're pretty much the same.
Yeah. I'm sure it'll be a good night.
Dougo, hello. Oh, long time no see, I'm Dodger.
Oh, how you going?
We have met, it's been a while though.
Yeah, it has been a while.
Hey, good to see you.
Yeah, I might see you briefly.
Yeah, good to see you. It's good to see you, man.
Yeah, catch you later. Enjoy the drain.
See ya.
See you, mate. Whatever.
Saw Myth at the Clannies. He sort of scurried in when he saw me. I like to have a bit of a laugh with Myth. I know it triggers him and I shouldn't do it, but it's good to see Myth is on the improve. You know, all joking aside, it's good to see him heading in the right direction. So good on you, Myth. You're a champ.
Yeah, like I walked past there years ago with that fucking dam little...
Bathory, thanks for coming for a walk through
You're welcome.
Como Falls. Thanks for meetings.
I'll be doing it again.
Get out in the middle of the road. Fuck, that was... Is that close or is that close?